And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 42. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
He was taken down.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Here we go with Williams. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And Stroud now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Play action. Stroud now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a fourth down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
Stroud working out of the gun. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud out of the gun here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Stroud. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's Foley Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Play action, Stafford. Pass complete there to McClure. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Houston set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start Q2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a pickup of 7. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The football going back to the Rams now. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Leads to second and
Well, he certainly
10
thought he had an
at the
open look beyond the
35-yard
first
line.
down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. To throw is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's
It'll be a gain of 5.
Brings up third
And it's third and 4 now. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 18 yards for Kyren Williams. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Stroud. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. There goes a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because The entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. You've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's good for Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
10 more there and another 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That's to his running back, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
I
like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies, but it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
When you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field, seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
That's another Rams first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
For as much as we extol his route running and him as a pass catcher, he might be better with the ball in his hands. He did not want to go down there until he found the end zone. And while he didn't quite get there, he and his guys are set up near the goal line now. First and goal.
Now it's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Now Stafford. And will be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And Stroud now to throw. And the Rams guys will bring him down. Byron Young who got in and finished that play off. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Rams offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Stafford. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th
And
down.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
Formation for the Rams.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Houston set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd down and 4. Here's Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now Stroud. That is caught. It's Xavier Hutchinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
On a slant, here's Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And the Texans first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, that is incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and a couple. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at
And
the
Brandon, from our
42-yard
time in
line.
college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far in the field goal. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4
yards. And the Texans first down.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Stroud looking to throw. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That's another Rams first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Again, it's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7.
40-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Play action. Stroud now. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
A run with Ogunbowale. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he's got room. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Houston.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion at a 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the of 40.
A gain of 4.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stroud. Ogunbowale on the screen. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Chubb. Pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 10.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here's Hogan Bawale. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Akello Witherspoon on the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line.
Stop short of the goal line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Third down and goal coming up here. And again, it's Chubb. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams trailing 17-10, a little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here comes second down at 5. Now it's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
But they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field? Now
Stafford. And that's complete to Adams.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll come up now on second down. Stafford now to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout,
10 yards.
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.